In the village of Kasambaya, a young man holds an old microphone in front of the speaker of a cassette deck. This jumble of circuit boards, wires, batteries, and a small antenna on top of this building is one of Uganda's newest radio stations. This is the Kasambaya Telecenter. Uganda's capital, Kampala, is a 2-hour drive away. The closest electrical line is 8 kilometers away. The people in Kasambaya listen to their radio station on battery-operated portable radios. Sometimes they hear music, and sometimes they hear local information. The telecenter delivers information about farming. It delivers information about health issues. It provides books and daily newspapers in the villagers' local language. This is an outreach telecenter. The person in charge is Augustine Bazale.
We are now trying to go reach across the communities, and we are combining both traditional and modern information technology to cut across the barriers of distance.
The largest community in this area is Nakaseke. 20,000 people live here. Nakaseke's busy marketplace is the commercial center for people living in the surrounding villages. And this community is also home to the first rural telecenter in Uganda. This telecenter was started in 1998. It's open from 8 in the morning to 7 at night, 7 days a week. The telecenter houses the community library, the only telephone within 18 kilometers, as well as providing fax, photocopying, and computer training and internet access. Amina Nasolo is the manager of the Nakaseke Telecenter. She runs the library, teaches computing, and oversees 8 outreach telecenters like the one in Kasambaya. Amina Nasolo was here when the telecenter opened its door 4 years ago. And in terms of telecenter experience, Amina Nasolo is a pioneer.
The myth about the computer has been erased. Initially, when we were doing the sensitization workshops, people were asking, what is a computer? Is it big as a human being? What does it do? If I touch it, can't it hurt me? So that notion has been changed in people. So they now look at a computer as a friendly machine to them that can help them do their work better.
One of the people who has been helped by the telecenter is Margaret Nawolga. Ms. Nawolga is a farmer. She cultivates 10 acres of land and grows plantain, coffee, and vegetables. Like 90% of the people who live in rural Uganda, Margaret Nawolga lives in a house made of mud bricks. Ms. Nawolga is a regular visitor at the telecenter.
I go there and read books, especially those on agriculture. Since I'm a farmer, I mainly read those on cultivation. The machines came much later, but I was already using the telecenter.
The machines Margaret Nawolga is referring to are the 7 PCs in the Nakaseke Telecenter. Today, an instructor at the telecenter is showing Ms. Nawolga how to find information about cultivation on the internet.
I first thought that these machines that have come, these computers, will help develop our parish and our area. It can be of importance because I can learn from it what I didn't know.
Another person who has benefited from the telecenter is David Kabagoza. Mr. Kabagoza sells hardware and operates a bicycle repair business. Before the telecenter opened, Mr. Kabagoza had to travel abroad, as he says, to Kampala to buy hardware and bicycle parts. Now he communicates with dealers and factories by phone and fax.
It's good to be with the telecenter because as I Kabagoza, dealing in hardware and bicycle parts, I need to communicate with the businessmen abroad or factories abroad.
Today, business people, farmers, and scores of school children use the Nakaseke Telecenter. And it would be nice to say that the telecenter is free of problems, but Amina Nsolo says it isn't.
Telecommunications has been a problem. There's also the power problem. It's always on and off.
Telecenters all over Africa have to deal with infrastructure issues and financial challenges, but the telecenter in Nakaseke almost came to a fiery finish a year ago. One frightful night, as Amina Nsolo describes it, a fire broke out in the telecenter. An alarm was raised. Men fought the fire with buckets of sand and water. They saved most of the library books, but everything else was lost. Before the fire, most of the people in this community had never seen a library, much less daily newspapers or personal computers. Amina Nsolo says that after the fire, they were not willing to give those things up.
So they came together. They started volunteering to do different things to see that the place is back. Actually, since most of the books were saved, they said we should start with the library because our children have to go to school. They have to have access to reading material. So it's actually the community spirit that has kept the project going.
Many lessons have been learned in Nakaseke. Like people in other parts of the world, Africans want to be able to communicate electronically and use computers for learning, work, and leisure. And like people in other parts of the world, their businesses and livelihoods are benefiting from information and communications technology. These people have collapsed more than a century of telecommunications development into a few years, and they have faced problems, everything from financing to fires. But the people in Nakaseke have refused to let adversity defeat them. Now, they are reaching out to their neighbors in smaller, more remote villages and starting the process all over again.